Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading that focuses on your ability to manifest. It is a God given gift. We have it, I believe, from the time we're born. It is something that, especially these days, is talked about. But you know what? For the real deal here, they really don't tell you very much or encourage you very much to manifest. They just say, go do it. And I suppose maybe to some degree that's enough because it is kind of innate and we are constantly manifesting in very small ways every single day. Ways that are so small we may not even notice. Nevertheless, life is kind of a constant manifestation. And what the purpose of this reading is getting me to inspire you. Every day you're going to see on your screen right here what you got. 5-card spread. That's it. Nothing more. No visuals, nothing moving, no special effects. I want to minimize the distraction. We have enough distractions as it is around us. By the way, all of those distractions are purposely put in front of us to confuse us. You can put a person in overload really quickly. For example, it is difficult for most people to do two things well at the same time. There may be, on occasion, there may be an individual who can handle two things at one time. But for the most part, you get to two things and your dance card is booked. That's it. You can't handle it anymore. Give you a good idea. Why do you think when you're driving, it is illegal in many places to text? Because that's doing two things at once. You're using your conscious mind on two different items, and you really can't do either of them well enough. You have to focus on one. And that pretty much talks about humans' ability. Now, you can operate on a conscious level and a subconscious level. Problem is, most people operate on an unconscious level, but that's a discussion for yet another day. Essentially, your mind, our brain, works in two different areas: conscious, subconscious. Subconscious stuff is about 99% of your brain. The reason it is because everything that's going on right now that's keeping you alive, the regulation of your blood pressure, to remind your heart to keep pumping, to move the blood, to keep you breathing, to keep you digesting food, to have your immune system fighting whatever the heck is going on. All these kinds of things are going on in the background. And your subconscious rules those, runs those, not your conscious mind. Because if we had to consciously think about breathing, we would be dead probably within a minute or two. So, and if we had to focus our conscious stuff on breathing, we couldn't do anything else. We had to just focus on breathing. So the brain is basically divided into two categories: subconscious, which is virtually your entire brain. And then most people who know about the brain and its working say 3 to 5% max of your conscious brain takes up brain power. So let's say at least 95% of your brain is working on the subconscious stuff, 3 to 5% is working on the conscious stuff. So when we're doing the screen this way, I want you to just focus on the 5 cards, listen to my voice consciously, and let your subconscious then make the pictures. That enhances your imagination, that enhances your manifesting ability. So that's why I do what I do here for, because my purpose is to fire you up. And I'm going to be very honest, I'm going to be very direct. This is not a usual tarot reading. I don't predict anything because I don't think tarot predicts anything. I think it talks about potential. The energy signature. So I do this reading every day, brand new, every single day, 365. And we talk about the 5-card spread for that day, which is done at random. Now, the purpose here is to inspire, but it won't happen very often that I'm going to really fire you up. I may pique your curiosity, which is good enough. That's a starting point. Curiosity is the beginning of intelligence. So fine, if something in the reading piques your curiosity, follow up on it, and who knows where it'll take you. Just plant a seed. You can grow a huge tree. So that's my job, and to do it in a very focused, targeted way. That's how we can make it most effective. So let's go to the middle card. It's the Oracle card, and today it's serendipity. I like that word. You don't hear it very often, but at its basic, serendipity is luck. Things just kind of fall into place. You do not consciously participate. Serendipity does not call for your consciousness. Probably subconscious. Maybe it's just good fortune. Maybe it's just luck. The frequencies come together and bam. But that's what we're talking about. Serendipity. Things just falling into place. It's happened to me many times in life. And it's kind of interesting too, because sometimes you hit a period of your life where I want this, 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 and you believe with your heart, your soul, every piece of you that you want this thing, this person, this whatever. You don't get it. And man, you're heartbroken. God. Man, what the hell? Then you get a little ways down the road, a month, 2 months, half a year, maybe a year, whatever, and you see your life take kind of a different turn, and then you look back at what you wanted so much, and you say to yourself, man, it was a good thing that I didn't get what I wanted, because I didn't know what the hell I wanted. So that's serendipity. And in fact, the meme for today says, life is a series of 1,000 tiny miracles. Notice them. Life really is a miracle after a miracle after a miracle after a miracle. But they're small. And so we don't even think of them. But just imagine for a moment. Let's say you get in your car, go shopping. At any point in that trip, another car could run into you. You could lose control, have a heart attack, stroke, whatever, pass out, crash. Any number of things can go wrong, and they don't. Every part of that trip is a miracle, because it could have gone the other way just as easily. And the idea of being so safe, so safe, so safe, so safe is an illusion. Because at some point you put yourself in a box, and that's not life. But at another point, you're not really protecting yourself from anything. It's going to happen if it's going to happen. If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. That's all. End of story. Serendipity. So there is a strong element of fate in life. And in fact, my feeling is that for everybody, I don't care if you're a billionaire or you're the poorest person on a planet in terms of resources. It doesn't have anything to do with your spirit, because that's where the real wealth is. But let's just talk superficial. From the richest to the poorest, our lives are luck, or sometimes bad luck. And there's not a single billionaire on the planet that has not had significant luck in their life. Could be the parents they were born into, could be the influences they had when they were growing up, it could be any kind of connection that they made that they didn't even think about. Life is luck. Life is a series of 1,000 tiny little miracles. Notice them. And that's what I want you to do. Serendipity. There is something of good fortune coming your way, but you're going to have to pay attention. It may not, in fact, now I'm thinking about it, you may not even have to pay attention at all. It may just come to you, you react, and you move on, and things get I don't know, but there is an element of good fortune hanging around you. Healing. First card, all the way to the left, healing. That's the star card. So the good fortune is hope, is inspiration, is relief, healing from something. Probably has an emotional component because, of course, you see this gal pouring jugs of water on land and into a pond. Water, of course, symbolizes emotion. But there is an opportunity for healing. Again, it may be in neon letters above your head, or it could be something very quietly that sneaks in. But there's an opportunity. When that opportunity arrives, the next card is the Knight of Swords. Knights bring gifts. Swords are thoughts, ideas. I suspect this healing will be connected with a change in thinking. Not a surprise, of course. We're talking subconscious, conscious stuff. Yeah, not a surprise. My guess, boy, that's a tough one. See, because it is the Knight of Swords and he's pretty much involved, going to give you some information, some truth. I don't know how big this truth will be. I don't know if it's going to be something that just lights up your life or is just a little insight that allows you to increase the good fortune, the serendipity in your life. I don't know, but there's a positive healing situation coming to you. But you have to be conscious. You have to be aware. Next card we talk about is the Nine of Pentacles. I love the Wands, Nine of Wands. I love the Wands because they're talking about really living your life, being enthusiastic, positive, grateful. And that takes awareness too, by the way. The Nine of Wands is determination, is courage, is persisting in spite of the fact that you've had some tough stuff. You've had your ass kicked, and yet you're determined, I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm not surrendering. And this is the reverse of the card. So it's something you're thinking about, some kind of survival situation. It could be emotional survival, it could be actual physical survival. But there's a healing coming that you have to be aware of to be able to exercise this attitude. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do it no matter what. The end result is going to be the Nine of Pentacles. It's going to strengthen your value system. And I spent a lot of time talking about value system because in the world today, our values are so jumbled up, so bass-ackwards. We don't know up from down, right from left, night from dark. And that's intentional, by the way. If they can jiggle your head enough, you'll buy anything they're willing to sell you. So your job is to be open to the good fortune of a healing, to change your thinking or feeling about something, to stay conscious for every little miracle that occurs in your life. Don't just take them for granted. Be grateful. And being conscious has its benefits. Being gratefully conscious doubles that. That's the lesson. Be conscious and grateful of every miracle, no matter how big or small, in your life. So reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao Manifested Tarot reading. Hopefully we get together. If not, between now and the next time, peace and blessings.